Hey guys, this is Kirop speaking, and today we are back in GolfTopia with our Lost Links Let's Play, or rather playthrough. And I've played the game last 4 days and a few hours ago, and since then there have been 5 patches. Someone has been busy, and that is the developer. So there have been plenty of good, important fixes. Most of them here about stuff we don't have used yet, but we will be using pretty soon. Driving range and putting green, that will be quite good to have to make golfers go into the round in a slightly better mood if they succeed and don't suck, which is of course almost impossible because they are really bad at golf on average, and then all of a sudden sometimes they make crazy good shots. But anyway, we are continuing with the Lost Links, and there we go. Ah, yes. Beautiful view of our golf course and the water hazards and the greatest dick in golf, the Great Dick Bunker. Well illuminated by the lighting poles. Yes. And I just noticed that there is no light on this hole. So let's fix that first, because that is a bit of an oversight. Yeah, I'm not so sure about where to place it here just yet. Probably so that we don't need anything here, that's for sure. Unless we want to share a tee here with these, with bench and, you probably would like to have an enhanced capacity though, so 2 benches then. Anyway, but we could share machines. That would work if we have another tee that tees off here and goes this direction. That could work, but then we can always just tear them down again and build it anew. So I think we put it out of the way so that it's not in the line of shot. Somewhere here, so that short shots are indeed also still in the light radius. And then we need something in here, maybe? That's these guys don't have light, but they don't have to all be perfectly covered. So if they are not playing the whole like blah here and then try to get over there, then this light is not in the way. On the other hand, we might want to think of where we place the next tee box first, so that we don't miss an opportunity to have the overlap with that instead. And I think that next tee box might be going somewhere here. It's very nice and close to the 3rd tee, which means that we can orbital the heck out of the golfers for either extortion or happy beams. That is good stuff. And we do have barely enough money. I think we just placed the lights. We don't have to open the hole yet, and they don't cost much, so we can get that started. I don't think I do want to have this rock. We said that we wanted to do the following. So a hole that is going from here somewhere, up there, and up here, and then a tee box up there. And maybe a massive cliff downhill par 3. Could even go here, right next to the water. Wow, that would be so scary. Holy shit, that would be scary in real life. It's a little bit like Pebble Beach. Which one is it? The 11th or something? That par 3, that famous one, where they play downhill, usually side wind. Yeah, right next to the sea and all the cliffs and shit. It's a very short hole, but one of the most famous ones in golf, of course. But yeah, so we do want to get rid of these. So just crush them dead. We don't want to have this rock, I believe. It's nice that this is free to just remove this. Now let's see if we can see something from here. That is a very tight shot still, though. I think this one needs to go. Yeah, now we see something more. This bush can go as well. Starting to look a bit better. Need to smooth this out, because this is going to be a massive uphill. Could even hide them behind. Oh, that's so nasty. Massive uphill and then have a tall tree that you have to go past or over. That would be a bit too much, I believe. But yeah, so just to track it out, to paint it a little. How about we go here with the T? That is already in the light, so that is good. We could even share some facilities with hole number 3, if we really wanted to. Could have... Well, let's take a look. Do they have anything thirst? Yeah, they are not thirsty enough to actually buy anything. Nah, they're fine. They don't really need to share anything. Ah, something that I was pointing out in the last episode, I believe it was. Maybe one before then. This has changed. It now has a challenge rating. Instead of, what was it? Something else that didn't make much sense. Success rate. Yeah. Right. So that is a lot better. And this still makes sure that you can't cheese the game with like super trivial holes that play themselves. And yeah, it's much better, much clearer what it actually means. But now, let's see, this is 200. This might be long enough. Okay, please stay there. So this is 300 yards, pretty straight. So it might be enough to have the hole here, and then have this little path go here for our next downhill hole, which could be over here. Okay. This is hole number 5. That would mean, though, that hole number 6 is nowhere near the clubhouse. So we might want to get home after 9 instead? That would be very classic. Is this enough of an uphill shot for them to really be like, wow, this is a cool uphill shot? I believe it is. I mean, this is a massive slope. They can't even walk there at the moment. How steep is this? Oh yeah, that's 45 degrees almost. That is pretty steep. So I think we don't make it too super extreme. Don't end up here, but we place the tier up there. That would be cool. So let's go all the way in the back. Place the flag in the back of this thing. And then have a big green in front of it. My thinking here is that uphill shots usually are underestimated with how much they shorten the shot. And I do want golfers to feel like, oh shit, that was way more up there than I expected. But okay, I just barely finished on the green anyway, so it's a massive putt I have. It's not the perfect lie or anything, but at least I didn't get super hard punished for it. And there will be a lot of smoothing we have to do here, but that's all right. We can have, of course, a multi-tier green as well. Could make it a massive green for once. Yeah, and then this one is on the middle tier or something. Yeah, let's place it there. And have some fairway connected. Do we need these rocks? Nah, I don't think so. I don't think so. There are plenty of rocks here anyway. Oh, let's just paint the basic fairway as well. Oh, what is this? Oh, look at that. I think the calibration of these sizes has changed. I can't remember being able to draw this tiny, such a tiny fairway. Look at that. Like, this is tiny. Oh, I just have to hold it down longer? No, this is really small now. That's good. That's good. Gives you more fidelity in what you're doing. So let's continue painting a little. I don't think we can really decide the layout of this hole without properly doing the height map first. So, oh, that's also new, I believe. This fade effect, is it? I think it was. This might not be, but I quite like it, so that you can, if you don't really want to see this kind of view, then you just mouse off, and yeah, that's really handy. I like it, user friendly. So we are in the dark orange there, and we do need a bit more tiers basically. So we could go for smoother terrain. That would have to smoothen towards the bottom slopes here. But that will not... Oh, maybe we can make this first one a tier already. So if we try to flatten it to, let's say, this level, this will bring everything up already. Yeah, I think that will work. I think that will work. I don't care about this at the moment. We are fine there. I will smoothen that. So it's so handy that you have the accept changes button there. So now they can walk it at least. That's good stuff. And now they can walk all the way up there as well. So nice. Okay. Now it's just super steep in general, but it is manageable. They somehow can get up there. Well, and while we're at it, let's just make this flattened terrain thing. Let's make this one a little lower and flatter. There we go, so that there's an actual tier in here. Oh, almost affecting the green there. Can we offset that again, please? This one is not supposed to fall off too much. Ah, it was actually higher. So, yep, that is all good. So now, what do we have here? It's flat-ish here, and that's the short shots. That leads up to a tier. That's quite wide again. We can place bunkers and such on this side, so that the slicers are in a bit of trouble. And this can be this whole area, basically, that, like, if you miss right a big time, then, well, you're in trouble. You have to basically play back out, because you won't make it up there. And then, from here, we will have to play to a green that is way, way above your head. Oh, interesting. I'm just noticing something. Okay, let me show you. I don't think this is entirely optimal, or even what you would be thinking of when you're using this tool, but if you're using the Alt key and then click, right, it adjusts to the height of the place you're at the moment. And I thought it would adjust to the place of your mouse cursor, but it adjusts to the average height of the tile instead. You see this? So click, 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 click. Nothing changes. But as soon as I'm like click, click, click here, click there, click there, click there, that's a big difference. And that is because I crossed over the tile. So what I wanted to do here is to set it to something like, oh yeah, we want to have a tier that is roughly that height there of that pixel, rather than this average tile. I think we can make it the average tile height too. It doesn't matter too much. So let's set that to... Hey, that's nice. That is really nice. Making this tiered green. I think that will work nicely. And then we can make that go around a bit. This will be a big green. Just need to get rid of those super steep sections. And I think a little bit of smoothing might work as well. So let's touch it up a little. Yes, this could be good. How much does this cost? 154, that's not too much. Not much meaning it's super low. Keep editing. I do want to continue. This is not done yet. Also, I'm making sure that the fairway at the end is slightly sloped upwards so that shots that are rolling a little long might stay in the fairway. I think that might work well, and doesn't give golfers too much of a headache then. And me smoothing it out like this will remove some of those steep tiles. But okay, I think we're done for our super raised green with 2 tiers and all that fancy. So let's accept the changes, 160, and see how it plays out. Boom. Yeah, that is very manageable. Now we need to do some painting. One thing I wish you could do is to have some kind of overlay here that also shows you that height at the same time while you're painting. So I don't think you can see that at the same time, like turning on a grid, because I only want to place green where it's actually reasonable to have a green for considering the slope of it. But let's see. I think this will be something like this, and then we have to go all the way up there. We said we wanted to have the green in the back. And yeah, you can see the tiers here. So this is the lower end. And there we have the higher one. The higher tier. And this is all looking quite good. Let's turn this back on and see if we did all right. Like, you would be able to paint in this mode, right? On this view. This gives you enough information about the ground type at the same time as it does give you about height. So I think it would be viable to have some kind of switch. Of course, not the default, but in these situations, that would be really handy. Also, this looks like it is very bendy there. It's very difficult to get up there. Maybe I need to smoothen this out a little bit more. So let's do that. Paint strength down, because I don't want to go overboard. I wish I could make this even a little bit smaller. I know why it is that size, because that is exactly 3 tiles. So that is 1 in each direction, and that is being averaged. That makes sense. But I think what I'm seeing here is that there are 2 times the number of vertices per tile. You see this bend here from here to here? That's quite steep, but from here to here it is not. So the actual resolution seems to be a little lower than that. And if you can, that means this size could be about half and it would just barely still work. Of course, you probably don't want to go quite that low, but still. So let's do this. This is looking a bit nicer, isn't it? Not quite as severe, but this tile still being flat. Okay, do we want to paint more there? This is definitely super steep now, so no, $1. Okay, that's not too high a cost. I'm happy with the layout of the height map here now. What we do have as a problem is to get up to the T-spot for the next hole there. But before we consider any of that, let's place down some hazards. And maybe we do want to make the fairway a little wider here for those short hitters. Yeah, I think so. And then place a bunker there, because that is basically how they are going to go. Bunker there. So sand trap. Nah, not that size, please. Also, we do want to paint rough in between the fairway and this. Okay, also, that's quite nice because the bunker is shared between the holes. And at the same time, it's protected by trees. So I hope they're not going to get hit. But you never know with the golf skills these golfers have in this game. So something like this. Looking nice. Oh, isn't that nice looking? The massive rock being embedded in the bunker there. It's like 1 foot in the bunker. Oh, and it looks like a massive footprint too. That's nice touch, nice touch. Now we do need to paint some rough. And this is one of those prime examples of why I would like to have that height overlay in this situation. Look at this. So if I wanted to now paint a path here towards the green, I need to make sure that that is a very walkable path. Where was it not too steep though? Well, I have to go into here and then select this and then see, okay, so I have to go like this, 60-degree line and then turn there. Yeah, that's not so easy to remember, is it? I basically can't do that anymore. There, okay. So it's at the edge of this, from the green there. Okay, let's see. So from the edge of the green there and then somewhere here. That seems to be there. Okay, and then something like this angle. Okay. And we don't want to paint over fairway. We don't want to paint over green. So here you go. I think that is right. It might not be. Let's paint another one there and there. It's good. And now we can place down some of the cut rough around it, around the green. I don't think we need any other hazards, do we? We could place a bunker on this side, behind the green. Not quite on that slope though, we would have to adjust the height map. So what does that mean for our light situation? I think it means that we do want to place a light somewhere here so that our fairway is covered. because we have the green covered anyway, right? Fairway and this green covered together. That would be here, pretty much optimally, even. Not enough cash, right. Yes. Do we want to open this yet? No. So let's just fast forward a bit until we have some funds available. Oh, wow, okay, they went astray. Both hit from here, their drives to here, onto the fairway. Playing while these players were hitting over them. I've read the comments, of course, as you've seen. I've replied to most. And everyone is saying like, oh, golfers are hitting super wide in this game. You need to make it, space it wider. And yes and no. I mean, it wouldn't be realistic if you weren't under constant threat from being hit by golf balls from players who can't play, or from pros who go 100 yards wide because reasons. Yeah, so that is part of the golf experience. If you've never played yourself, that is something that that happens. And no, I've not gotten hit by a golf ball just yet, but yeah, it sure isn't nice to be forward at. That's what you shout for if a golf ball is headed your way, or well, no, not your way, but if you shoot a golf ball in someone's way, that happens more than once around. That's for sure. Someone just hit their drive from here into the dick bunker. Holy shit, you guys. That shouldn't even be possible. Okay, now this is that is certainly a little wrong. If you're playing this shot, you're selecting a club that basically goes this distance. It doesn't magically fly 100 yards further just because you missed the shot, in air quotes. That doesn't work like this. Or this player has selected a club that goes like, what would this be? Like 150 yards or something? Maybe a little more in this game. And that is like a half shot for them, and then they forgot all about that. They wanted to hit a half shot and hit a full shot. So that is also why I'm designing the course like this. My course design here makes sense from a realism point of view, and what doesn't make sense is how this plays. If they want to play... No, this one. Okay, this one is fair enough. Like, look at this. That is within the realm of reason. You can hit a shot that would land there, and instead it lands there. Perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine and realistic, right? So it would end up on the other fairway, and you're like, oh, that was a close call. I've done that plenty of times. It's like, if you miss far enough, usually it becomes better again. That is a good thing in golf. One thing I think, this is a big topic. This is a big topic that has been, I think, has been discussed aplenty since Sim Golf. And that is that you can manually place out of bounds for the holes. And I'm of the stark opinion, I don't know if it's a popular one, I don't think it is. I'm of the strong opinion that if you play your golf shot onto another hole that you're not currently playing, that should be out of bounds in real life as well. And you just take the penalty shot and you're not allowed to play that from there. I think that would not only speed up play, because you don't have to wait for bozos who are in the middle of your fairway who are playing another hole, but also it would be making golf a little bit safer, because you don't... No, well, not only that, but there are plenty of reasons. Like, it would make it a little bit safer, because you can't just hit a shot where you don't know where it goes and be like, yeah, but if I miss large enough, then... who cares? I mean, I'm probably on the next fairway, or even 2 holes away on the fairway, like they did there. Almost in the... Yeah, they were in the dick bunker. But yeah, this shot here, we've seen this example. This is... wait. Was it this one? No. It was this one. Yes. Right. So, they hit their first shot, which was supposed to go there, and it ended up 100 or more yards further. This was long drive competition long, right? But so this doesn't work. But this one, works perfectly fine. This is accurate to reality, and this one certainly is not. Look at this. Bullshit. And now, to connect the dots, the whole point, the whole thing why I'm bringing this up is this course design would be fine if this thing here didn't exist. Because being hit by a rolling golf ball is not that dangerous. Although the game, of course, doesn't differentiate between that. It's fine. It's fine. That's a minor thing, right? But a golf ball in flight can kill you. A golf ball that is running along the ground might startle you. And it has. I've been in that situation. A quick story time with Killer Rob. So I'm playing the which one was it? The 17th on our local course. It's a par 5. Let's force forward this. We still need some more cash. Oh, stop. Happy beam time. It's happy beam time. Is there anyone else here? There's no one else here. Let's just happy beam them. There, once. And twice. You all get that. Okay. So I'm on the 17th. I hit a pretty bad drive. Landed in the bushes about 240 yards out. So I can chip out more or less. And land at something from the tee, maybe 270 meters, so roughly 300 yards down that hole. And then I'm ready to take my next shot. And there's a golf ball running past me at like massive speed still. And I look back and I see in the far distance those big dudes like waving towards me. It's like, what the fuck are you guys doing? This can be really dangerous. It had just landed. Like, that was really close. And it was running maybe 2 meters past me. Oh, so long hitters, yeah. No respect long hitters. I think they were in jerk mode. That is very likely, at least. Anyway, so let's make some more cash and continue this design. Something seems to be wrong here too. Like, this seems to be a super common miss. And that is not the right distribution of misses. You would expect the miss to be a Gaussian distribution around the original target, right? And the worse the golfer is, the larger the sigma, the larger the spread. So the most extreme shots that are still going far, they should be very rare. But we are seeing here that basically every second to third shot ends up from here going there. So there's something wrong there with the inaccuracy, like selection of shots, that it goes too extreme. Maybe it's the wrong distribution type, or maybe it's split in the wrong way. Because it seems to be like the normal miss is quite extreme. While that shouldn't be the case seen from a realism point of view. I'm not sure what's going on there, but this is certainly odd. I've seen this shot now so many times. There's something wrong there. Oh, there's one more thing. One more thing. This is a feature request, and I think everyone will absolutely love it. You know, these down here, these golfers down here, this is really nice to see what mood they are in. I assume that's the color of the shot. Yeah, mood. So this one should be lower. Yeah, mood 12. Okay, so this is the mood of the golfers currently on the golf course. Now, feature request time should be pretty easy to do, but have them, I think they might be sorted. Yeah, it looks like it. They are already sorted by where they are on the course. So Sam here is playing the first. Place down markers between the holes so that you can see on a scale, basically a timeline of playing the course, where mood drops and gets higher, while having the indicators above, like just a tiny little flag, like 1, and then here 2, or no, well, it would be a little tighter together. But, or maybe every 3 holes or something, so just so that you know roughly where you are. Because that will be a powerful tool. Like, let's say you have a course where the first 6 holes are brilliant, and then you have one stinker in there, or one that is just too hard and everyone just fails. You would see them get greener and greener, greener and greener, greener and greener, and then boom, drop back down, and then they build up again on the holes thereafter. So I think that will be a very direct way to provide excellent feedback to the player of how well your holes are designed. Alright, hole number 5, we'll get a snack machine. Nice, nice, nice. So I'm now just smoothing out and flattening the terrain around the green a little bit more. And I just wanted to change ground types there to ground types and start painting. It won't be so handy. Accept the changes, yes, 10. And now I can place a bunker around here without it being super steep, but still it is a little bit down. So it is harder to especially play onto the tier there. You need some proper height on your shot. That is a difficult and challenging one. I love it. So there we have it. That's a nice little bunker. We can even add a little bit of width. Oh, yes, accept the changes. And sand trap. Add a little bit of width here so that it doesn't look too just same widthy. It's a little boring. So cut rough. We don't want to dig into the sand trap. Nope. But just put some rough around there as well. Have a nice edge painted out. Yeah, that's a good bunker. Good protection for those who go right. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Just so classic. And then the bunker itself is pretty flat, as you can see from there. Yeah, this is spot on. I love it. I think hole number 5 is ready for testing. And with that, I think we are going... Oh yeah, come on, guys. Play a little long. Oh, yep. That's working. Oh, that was a lucky shot. Miss. Ooh, nice shot out of the bunker there, mate. 4.1. Yeah. That's good. 4.1 seems about right. They are hitting it way short here. They should be trying to go for it. Because there's a safety stop here and it becomes better again. This is a classic golf hole design. Go short and have it sweet and safe there. Have another shot there. Or go aggressive and then it opens up again. But you need to have a certain carry distance. I think we can make it a little thinner here. A little more bottlenecky. Let me do that. Beautiful, look at that. And just for good measure. Oh, that was a little too much. No, my OCD. Sand trap. No, I do want to paint over the sand trap. Oh, for fuck's sake. That was the wrong one. I do need to place fairway again. But yeah, that solved the issue. Okay, cool. Very nice. I think this hole is ready. Such a good design, apart from the massive distance they have to walk back. That is something to fix in the coming episodes, though. I hope you enjoyed, and see you guys next time.